Good afternoon. Figured throw up another live stream. It's been a couple of days. It's been a pretty busy past couple of days. And even today, like I'm gonna limit myself to maybe like an hour and 10 minutes. 'Cause I have adult things to do. But at least get something in, right? Like in my very little off time, I've been working on the hollows, and I don't know, I did a bunch of other things. But yeah, I figure I will show off the hollows here. Let's kind of jump into things. I was trying to get like the sounds and everything dialed in a little bit more. Um, Trying to work with the AI a little bit. I think what I'm gonna base the hollows off of are the wolves for their AI because I like how fast paced the wolves are. Kind of like a high risk thing. Like wolves can mess you up. I got some good sounds in there. So we can continue working on that, or I can add the textures. Vexus was so kind to make some textures for the book. Unfortunately, that means I have to redesign the book because this texture will not, it's not mapped properly for it. So we may do that as well. We also may end up doing some more animations. So I've been working on, this is the model here. I've been working on some animations. So far, I have like two that I really care about. I have the standard walk, which doesn't look like much. This took me a long ass time to do just because like I had the one leg to where it was like a normal walk, with like the foot down, and then the other leg was kind of like the trudge that I wanted, for a skeleton, kind of swaying back and forth. What I really like is the melee attack. You just kind of haul back, and then it decks you. Because I figure with this, these things are going to do all blunt damage, and then the evolved form of them is going to have one of its arms, the big club. It's going to be like a big bone mace, and I want it to have a smash attack. So, boop, we'll move that over here into the mystery screen off to the side. I'm thinking with these textures, I have them up right now. Let's make that book. let's just get the book done with. So we're gonna have to pop open another one of these. File, open, shapes, items, bestiary. So this is what we're looking at here. So if our texture is 32 by 32, I can maybe, because I'd like to preserve the size of the image, like the spacing and everything of it. I don't want it to like stretch or, get pressed down or anything. So I think we're going to have to change the book itself. Probably could get away with a 4 by 4. Kind of whittle things down from there. I don't like it. Because I could make it smaller and then just blow it up. Well, why not just make it the 8 by 8 and then shrink it down, right? Could just make it the 8 by 8. I guess technically I could do a 6 by 6 and then scale things back, or I could just do 8 by 8 and not worry about anything. Yeah, we'll do 8 by 8. I'll keep the same thickness for the book here. For these pages, it's going to be not 8 anymore. We'll do a 7 by 7. Nope, this will probably have to be 8. Nope, this will have to be 7.75. Nope, 7.5. There we go. And we have to push it out a little more. We'll do not 8, we'll do 7.75. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Nice, wide, thick book. You'll be able to beat the creatures off with it. Oh, man. So obviously this is going to be 8. And then this is also going to be 8. There we go. We just made our book bigger. A nice thick, it reminds me of like one of the kids books, right? The big wide open. It's not super thick, it's just big pages. Big pages. All right, so now we're going to have to reposition the book itself. We will do it through this origin here. We're going to move it back 1, 2, 3, maybe something like that. Although it does need to shift just a little bit in this direction. I want it to be as close to centered as we can, which means that this has to go back a little bit. Probably a 2.5. Yeah, that's pretty darn close. All right, so this is going to be our new book. We're going to save this. Geez, I guess I'm going to have to do the textures, huh? I did not think this through. I'm going to have to make this 16 by 16. The down, we're going to have to make a 16 by 16 as well. Since it's doubled, what I want to do here is I'm going to want to just kind of what you need to do, or what I find is easiest to do, is to reset your origin points back at 0, 0 when you're doing something like this and trying to stretch a texture. And basically, what we're doing is we're just doubling everything. So any 8 becomes 16, a 1.5 becomes a 1. For the east, it's going to be the same thing. This is going to be a 16 and a 1. For this, it's going to be a 1 and a 16. Lord Jar Jar, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, we don't have the third one because it's part of the book cover. Oh, a book, do tell. This is going to be the bestiary. We got some textures from Vexus, and I want these textures. I don't want to have to scale anything down, so I decided to redesign the book, and then we'll work on the hollows. I've done some stuff offline. I gotta see how everything flows, tweak the AI, but I mean they're getting really close to being done. So there's the top. Here we go. You know what I could probably do? I could probably duplicate this, just because I'm lazy. We're going to call this bottom 1. I'm going to rename this to bottom. There we go. Kind of shift it up. And now we're going to move this physically down to take this, right? There we go. Now I could just delete the old one and I don't have to do anything stupid with the mappings. Laziness. All right, we're gonna have to work on the back end cover here. We have to go back to the facing. Ugh, gotta reset everything back to origin. I wish there was an easy button that would just allow you to do it. And you have to drag it over. You can't just do it over here and set these to 0, 0 because then it stretches things out weird. You want to maintain your aspect ratio when you do this, or else it's gonna look kind of jank. So since we're doubling it, that would be a 1. That's a 3. This should be the same thing, a 1 and a 3. This one is going to be a 16 and a 3. 3, 16. 1, 16. This is a 1 and 16. Man, let me tell you, I recently saw an old like a Disney movie. Like it was some like Frog and the Prince or something like that. Prince Frog. I forgot the name of it. But I was kind of at first I was ignoring it. Freya wanted to watch it, and I'm like, whatever. You put whatever you want on. And then I'm kind of dialing in a little bit more. Like halfway through, I'm starting to pay attention, and I'm like, wow, like this is quite the movie because we had just watched Aristocats, right? And they have this Disney has a disclaimer about like stereotypes and things like that, and it's like, yeah, that's a pretty offensive movie. Man, that frog movie, holy crap, that was pretty offensive too. Looking back, like, are they allowed to say that and do that? They end up there's this like little bug, right? And it's like in the bayou, so this bug is like I mean, as Bayou-esque, like, stereotypical as you can, missing teeth, like crazy jacked up hair, the way he talked, like it was like he was of lower IQ, and I'm like, holy shit. And then like, spoiler alert, they end up killing the little bastard, the little bug, he gets squashed. I'm like, kids are watching this. Man, this isn't like Mufasa being thrown off a cliff and then just disappearing, and this is like you heard the squish. I was like, ooh, he didn't deserve that. That bug was too good. The things we talk about, huh? The things I bring up. This is kind of a pain in the butt to do because I got to tweak everything manually, but it's gonna be so worth it when this book looks awesome. I think that's pretty much it. I have to do the pages too. I'm not sure. I gotta set everything back to origin. I'm not sure how it's gonna come out. The pages are gonna be a little bit weird. The way the spacing is. I could probably just set this at a 15. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll do this at a 2. 215. And this last one, 215. File save. All right, so the book should be scaled properly now. Yep, should be scaled properly. All right, so we did save it. Good. Should be oh, now we have to go through and I'm going to have to add a couple textures here. So let's go under, let's get rid of sounds. There we go. Textures, items. I'm going to make a new folder. And this is going to be called bestiary because we're going to have separate textures. I'm going to copy Gossamer. We're going to paste this in. I'm going to paste, cancel. I'm going to paste it 1, 2, I think 2 more times is probably what we would want to do. Yeah, so that's the current texture. What we need to do is say, come on, there we go. I can do bestiary dash cover. Dash back. And then we can do dash pages. Okay, so for the cover, we're going to want this texture. For the back, we're going to want the back texture. I'm going to have to make one more. Would be cool if you made multiple volumes. But what would they do though? This is like an item that you make, and then this is how you interact with things in the mod, right? Check your stats, or maybe look up a certain monster, or maybe if I do have like pet summoning and stuff, that's how you would summon your pets and see what your resources are for them and everything. We're gonna have to make one more. I will call this spine. Bestiary spine. Okay, so we have the covers, the pages, and the spine are the next things that we're going to want to do. The spine, I think, is going to be pretty easy. How many pixels did I make the spine? Let's take a look at this. So it's 16 by 2. So if we're doing the full length of 32, it'll be a 32 by 4. So I can paste this in twice, and then I can just bring this over 4. So we could have the spine look like that, which I do kind of like. I love the red. Love the red. All right, so I will save the spine. And then for the pages, call me old fashioned. I kind of like these, for the pages. We're gonna resize this back down. This is what the original book cover was. This is when I realized that the textures were not going to work as is. So I'm going to select all of this, copy, going to delete all of that, paste. Paste again. I'm going to create a new layer and we're going to paste. I'm just going to kind of randomize it a little bit. Paste. Copy. Actually merge this down and then we'll do a copy, paste. I'll just do it all the way across. I think we can get rid of that part. I think that's going to look good enough. We can mess with this a little bit. Copy, paste. There we go. I didn't like how it looked like there was a line there. I'm just trying to give it the illusion of being random. Yeah, see, we got a couple more here, so copy, paste. Copy, paste. There we go. Okay, that looks a little more random for pages, so we're going to save that. And now what we have to do is, I could probably do this maybe equally as fast, doing it through the program and like remapping things. But, I'm going to try it that way. I gotta stop, shying away from it here. Image, import. Here we go, textures. I just have to make sure that I clear out all the crap. All right, so we're gonna bring in all of these. Why is the cover? Oh, I never saved it. So we'll bring the back in first. Yeah, I never saved it. There we go. There's the cover. Import. There, we'll bring in the cover. Import and import. There we go. Okay, so that's everything that we should need. So we will start with the pages. And we're going to do image, apply this. I'm going to copy. And we will paste, paste, and paste. I can probably make this a little look a little better. We could, I don't have to worry about the aspect ratio here. I could make this, I could just come into actually the face here. Instead of 4, I can make it 8 on all sides. There, that way it's going to look a little tighter, which means we're going to have to modify our image, but that'll be easy to do. I don't like that we have a facing there, but I guess I don't really care. All right, we're going to modify the image so we can see it in real time. Copy, paste, paste. I'm just going to make it an entire block. There we go. There. So we're going to have our pages. I'll randomize it a little later. Next thing we have is going to be the cover, the top. Let's go to images. Boom. Oh, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good. I realize we're gonna have another another backdrop here. Um, I'm gonna have to make like the sides. They're gonna have to stay that gold color. So we'll have another texture for like the trim. Maybe we'll call it the trim. This image. Let's put the back on. Or no, actually, we gotta click on this. Go down, image. Apply that. Oh man, it's gonna look so good. I did the back cover without the eye for it. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. It's like it's my favorite color red, that nice crimson deep. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, speaking of, I probably could get away with having it on the underside, and then for this one having the back cover on the upper. Let's do apply. Let's put the spine on the book that we just made. Image, apply. I'm gonna have to rotate this, but that's fine. So I could swap these. Instead of rotating, I could do this. Make this 4. Oh, that looks horrible. What was I thinking? There we go. So I'll rotate the image then. I'll rotate it. Same here, yeah. Not creepy at all. Come on, you don't like those pixels stretched out, crushed? Hey, where'd all my images go? Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, what the hell? Oh, so what was this? 16? No, it wasn't 16 that way. It was 2 this way. You know, this has done this to me as I've been doing the animation. This application's not really the best. It seems. It would appear. All right, so rotation, we're gonna want to bump this to 180, right? Oh, wait, no, you know what? Why don't I just... where's the image? Where's the image? Textures, items, bestiary. There we go. Oh, I just didn't go over far enough. I'm just gonna rotate this whole thing. And you know what? I can actually use this, the other sections for the trim too, so I could just shove it all in here. Make use of that white space. Do you want me to send you a pure gold bar texture for the back edges? Well, no, I think this is gonna look pretty good. Here, we'll give it a try. Boop. There we go. So we'll save that. I have to make this a little bigger. We got to bump that to a 4. There we go. All right, and now we're going to need some gold trim. Let's get the sizing for it. So she said, oh. So if it's 1 by 16, it's going to be a 2 by blank. So I could just copy, paste. Copy, paste. I'll have a little spacing. There we go. Little space. Save. Now I believe I can just do a copy, paste, 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 and paste. Move this down to here. Move this down to here. All right, that's looking good. Looking pretty good. Oh, I could redo the image. If I shift this down one, like that, and then what I can do is copy and paste this, right? To have one little buffer there. I can make better use of my spacing. So I just have to bump this down, Bump this down twice and this down twice. Have these go on separate sides to try and make it look a little more random. All right. And now what we can do with this one is I can just paste this image in. Oh no. It's going the wrong way. Okay, so I can make the gold extend down too. Oh man. This is okay. This is okay. I feel like I'm cobbling it, but if it works. Flip rotate. Hold on. There we go. Flip it. Copy. I'm gonna make another layer. Put this one on the top. Paste that on the bottom. Merge the layers down. Save. Boom. There we go. Let's shift this down, right? It's looking good. Let's shift it a little further down. There we go. That's looking good. All right, and for all of these, we get to paste. Yes. Paste and paste. Look at that gold. See, Vexus, this is how I do texturing. We just kind of throw darts at a dartboard and something eventually works out okay. Not the fanciest, but look at that. We have a book. We have a book. Now what I can do in game is I could shrink this down to what we need. Which is going to be neat because it's going to kind of clean up some of the pixelation. It's going to shrink that image down. It's going to look pretty good. I'm going to save it. Now I have to make one edit. Where is it? That's for all the textures. Here we go. Because see, now it's going to try and pull from my stuff. I'm going to copy all of these. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just going to zero these out pretty much. I like to point textures inside like where the item is. You can do it from here. I just don't like to do it because I like to sometimes dynamically shift textures. So there we go. That's what we'll do. Anything that is null, like the origin, we are going to set it as default so it has the transparent texture. That way, if I ever make this to where you could put it on a shelf or in a display case or anything, it's not going to crash the game. You're welcome. Save. All right. Well, that should be that. Let's go to the item now because I have to put the mapping in for the new textures. And then we can see what it looks like in game. I'm excited. Textures. Boom. I'm gonna keep book and book one, the keys in there. I think I can just delete everything up to items, and it's gonna work. Pretty sure. Right, because it would be textures, items, bestiary, and then all of that. Yep, that should be fine. I'm gonna save that. I have to make some modifications here. Paste, 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 paste. Copy, paste, 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 and paste. Get rid of that. There we go. Now it's going to work. All right, let's build it. See what it's like. Thank you so much, Vexus, for the image. This is going to look awesome. We're going to have to resize the book, though, because we did all the stuff with the TF edit. This book is definitely going to be bigger, but it should be. It's like the Necronomicon, right? It's got to be a big, thick, Bible-y looking book. Oh. Yep, and this is the hollow that we have so far. I gave it these doofy eyes. Look at it going. Hear the noises? It laughs. I have it to where it laughs when it hits. It goes like there. Yeah, and when you hit it, it hisses. Look, I love the new punch that I have. All right. Oh, here's our book. Boop. Mighty fine. We got to work on the AI. Obviously, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's fast. Everything needs to be kind of dialed down. Look, it's just trying to hit the air. Yeah, but I've gotta kind of tweak it. I wanted to get some basic AI in there to like play sounds. Fucking jumping. Hit me. I love that swing. And then it's laugh. So yeah. Oh, and I have different basic textures, so that's going to be the one. This version is going to come in Scarlet, it's going to come in Russet, and it's going to come in Ashen. I have to come up with a run animation for it still. It needs a death animation. Basically, all I have is a slow walk. So if I do game mode 2, right? And then they just kind of look around. I gave them, these eyes are temporary. I just wanted some kind of eyes. Did you hear that? There we go. See, that's what the walk really is. They just kind of lumber around. But yeah, and their ambient sounds are, it needs a hurt animation too. Right now, it doesn't do anything. So there's still some animations that have to be done, AI logic, but the texturing too, like this is the baseline texture I have to put in. Not sure how detailed I'm gonna get with it, honestly. Because if I pull up something like a drifter, like already they're more detailed than the drifters, so I may end up like toning down the graphics just a little bit, like just making it a little just by like 1 pixel, right? Like making everything so it resembles the drifters. But drifters don't have eyes, and I'm like, my skeleton, should they have eyes? Like obviously I went a little extreme here. I went extreme with like the black parts. So it's like, I don't want the aesthetics to be too, like the spiders kind of work out because they're smaller. And I think the shading and everything kind of, it's not like it's that jarring. Can you stop walking? We're trying to look at you right now. Yeah. So I think the spiders aren't crazy, but like the skeletons, I don't know, they just kind of look out of place for now. And obviously I need an idle animation too. Right? Well, seraphs have eyes. Yeah, these are supposed to be more traders. Like they have the structure, the height and everything of a trader. So that's what because seraphs I don't think have skeletons according to Spear and Fang. But, obviously the human traders do. Really. So that's what I'm modeling them after. Drifters are just described as like sloth rot covered beings. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So like I think for the eyes, instead of having it be kind of like it is now, I can maybe just kind of embed it in the texture itself, like where the eyes go, and not do the little blocks that I did where it's just jet black. Same thing here too. Like maybe I could just do like I don't know, something a little different where it's not just pitch black, but it's like a black kind of texture. Or maybe I just get rid of it and I don't know. Got to put lines in for the ribs and whatnot. The fists right now are just squares. I kind of wanted to do like, keep them a square, but have it to where like like the fingers and everything are kind of like wrapped around in a fist because these things are going to be breaking down doors. But I think I got the main colors looking good. Like I like the russet, the original. I may tone it down. It's a little too white. The ashen are really cool, and the scarlet ones I think came out really good. But has an ad. You can make an armor stand variant. That's just that skeleton. So what? Have like the skeleton be the armor stand? We won't talk about ad block ultimate. Yeah, block the ads. It's Twitch doing it. Although I do appreciate the fraction of a cent that I get from it. that I that I will never see. You know what? I'll find a penny and I'll put it on the back wall and I'll be like, this is what your ads bought me. This penny. I shall keep it forever. God damn, there are a lot of portals kind of popping up here. Oh yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. The hollows, they just need a lot of TLC. Like some of the idle sounds are pretty good. I think the sounds are fine. It's just kind of working with the texture, keep doing the animations. Like before I had the teeth, like the teeth were much bigger. It looked like it was just grinning at you. I'm like, that's not scary, you know. And then trying to, as I'm building the model, trying to like curve everything, like the spine. When it does its attack, how it goes back and everything. It's like it's like, oh, I want it to move this way. And then you have to like rejigger everything, that way it makes sense in the model itself for the animation. And the death animation is going to be hard because I want these things to crumble to like, go into death state in a pile of bones during the day. That way they kind of blend in with the grass. And then the idea is the bigger version of these, that I make a club fist, are going to be able to kind of put down like a source block for them, like a gravestone. And then it's going to generate, like a graveyard, like a temporary graveyard while that block is up. And then other skeletons will kind of spawn on their tombs, right? And then go down to a pile. That way you're going through a field or a forest or something. And then all of a sudden you walk in and you're like, oh, the ground looks maybe a little different here, right? Put some cues in. And all of a sudden you got some skeletons popping up around you and and then start trying to punch you. That's the goal anyways. It was hard to get the punch down because I took boxing for quite a while. So, like to get the right form and do the hook and everything, like, like I'm making sure like the feet are kind of like in the right position and they reproduce exponentially. What the hollows? Is that what you mean? It won't be like the hollows can't make other hollows. They'll be like I call them alphas right now. It's gonna be the bigger version that I make of this. It's gonna have like a club. It's going to be able to only put down like one source block. And it'll be like a temporary thing tied to that monster. So, and that will be able to spawn, like a couple around it, kind of like a block spawner in Minecraft is the idea of it, except not as voracious as Minecraft. It's not going to be like spawning things constantly. There'll be a timer on it that I put on it. Sounds like they spawn a graveyard. Sounds like they spawn a graveyard in the morning. Well, no, they're not going to spawn a graveyard in the morning or anything. Like during the day, a lot of my monsters are going to be nocturnal. Like the spiders are going to be nocturnal, so they kind of sleep during the day. These will go into their death state during the day. Wraiths will probably avoid the sun as well. I'll probably think of other monsters to add that maybe will be out during the day. Maybe I don't want to say like a dire wolf, but I'll come up with something like day things. It's just more fun doing the night stuff, because they're a little more you know, this. All right, so we got the book. Let's do some TF edit magic because this is way too big now. So let's scale this bad boy down. There we go. Actually, let's start with the GUI. Scale this down quite a bit. That way, when we hover over it, it looks good. Let's tilt it a little. I want to see some of those pages. I want to see the spine of the book, and I want to see some pages. All right, so I guess that's all right. I could see. It's crazy. This thing, it's like it inverts it. So I don't know how to fix that. Unless, yeah, because even if I do something like this and flip it all the way around, like this would be the right way, but it's like the back of the book. That's really weird. And now that I just messed everything up, we're gonna get out. I'm gonna go back in. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna scale this down to probably 200, about. A little more. Maybe around 175. It's got to go like that way a little bit. Let's pop this at a 2. There we go. That looks pretty good. And let's rotate it a little bit. I guess that's good for now. All right, copy JSON. Where's my book? There we go. All right, so this was the GUI transform. God, I hate that it doesn't like just format it. Sucks having to do this manually. Because I make mistakes. I make too many mistakes. More mistakes than I would like to admit. I love those sounds. Creepy ass sounds. Just wants to eat your biscuit. All right, so that's fine. Third person, I think that looks pretty good the way it is. You can see the pages of the book. You can see the book itself. If you look down, look up. Nah, the book needs to be a little higher. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. No, it's not. That's way too high. Origin, let's bump the origin up a little. No, I don't like that either. Let's bump this up. And then for this, I think we're going to have to reduce it. There we go. It's coming a little closer, which means that I could probably set this back to a 2.5. For the origin here, 7.5 would actually probably work. I just need to lift it up now. There we go. So you can see the spine of the book. I like it. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to try and just manually put it in, see if it's faster. This is a first-person hand transform. So, what's that? 40, 32, 58. There's a whole origin. All right, copy. Damn it. There we go. I'll just do that. So there's going to be 0.25. This is going to be a 7.5 and then a 0.25. The scale, I'm going to make it 8.5. Fireball it in. All right, next. Ground transform. It's probably a huge book. It is, but I'm okay with that, actually. It's supposed to be a bigger book. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Okay, the book is way too big here. Wait, I think it's a little it's a little too big. Holy crap. See, like it's a perfect size, like right there. So we have to scale it down. All right. Dot tf edit. Oh, I got a text. Let me take a look at this. No idea. Ray and I are trying to decide what we're gonna have for dinner. I want. I was thinking Texas Roadhouse. I want some of those chicken fingers. Get some chicken nuggies. Slap someone with it. Yeah, this. Believe it or not, this is gonna. I can make this a weapon. It could do blunt damage. Just. Oh man, look at that scale! Holy crap! Oh wait, that's the ground transform. Whoops. Didn't want to do anything there. Okay, yeah, here we go. So maybe something like that, which means we have to reposition this a little bit. I've got to bump it down. Kind of like that. And then I have to bump it over. Something like that. That way it looks like you're holding the book. Let's bump the scale down just a little bit more. Make it an 80. Ah, now we gotta mess with everything again. Okay, translate. Let's do... That's good. There we go. That's it. Copy, Jason. Yeah, it's huge. That's what she said. Yeah, chicken nuggies. The chicken nuggies. I love chicken nuggets. It's one of my guilty pleasures. However sad that sounds. Let me tell you, a good chicken nugget with some good barbecue sauce. Like I like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce personally. I ended up making a pulled chicken with Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh my god, it was so good. But I just don't want to cook anything right now. There we go. All right, so let's fireball this in. Take a little look. No guilty pleasures in food. Food is food. I don't know. I very much enjoy a good food. It can, if I'm playing a video game or something, like for instance, I'm going to be getting the Hogwarts Legacy. I have my little Slytherin bear here, right? Like I got my little Hogwarts acceptance letter. I got my little controller. Reppin' Slytherin here. I'm gonna be playing that game. You know it. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm okay with that book for now. I may have to angle it a little differently eventually, so it's not like digging into your leg, but for now, it's fine. Maybe I'll end up doing it to where like you hold it with like both hands and like you hold the book with both hands or something. I don't know. But that's pretty good. And I haven't done any other work with the GUI. I think the I think the last thing I did on it was making the image for it, maybe? I did something with it. I think I made the image. I just got to find what I did with it. I saved it, right? Hmm. Okay, yeah, I did save it. So this is kind of what we're thinking about here. So eventually I'm going to translate this to oops, to this. So that's going to happen. Hmm. Should probably localize that. But I may not keep it, so nah. No shame in liking good food, right? Rock on. You know what? When I play Hogwarts Legacy and I have a delicious meal right in front of me, maybe some snacks, a drink, it enhances the mood, right? which I think I'm actually going to take off this coming. I have a 3-day weekend coming up, but I'm going to probably take off this coming Tuesday to either do a day of programming or a day of Hogwarts Legacy or a combination of both. Not sure, but I do know that I'm taking that day off, and I'll be probably live streaming Monday as well. All right. So what can we work on here? How much time do I have? Not a lot of time. I have like 24 minutes left. All right. So what can we work on? We could start looking at the logic for the hollows, right? Like I can still without animations, we can still kind of get the brains going. And then all I would need is just, to backfill all of the oh god. I have so many more animations to make. See, the spiders were easy because I had a baseline to go off of. The baseline for the, like trying to look at the humans, their movement and their animations are so weird, so I have to like redo everything from scratch. It's really messed up because with bones and stuff, you can't like have things kind of shift into each other like, they're currently getting away with. I gotta like make things make sense. I gotta bend the feet and whatnot. Sucks. Jerks. All right. So I'm glad we got the book kind of going. So I want these things to be similar to wolves in the sense of like the pattern of attack, the chasing. I think for the wolves, the spacing between the damage is probably what I want for this. So we're gonna look at wolves and we're gonna dissect the wolf AI, and then we're gonna copy and paste parts of the wolf AI over. Yeah, that sounds good. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Man, I can't wait for chicken nuggies now. All right, wolves, where are you? Male. Here we go. Boop. There we go. God, it's so bright. It's like the sun. Holy shnikes. I would look to see if there's like a dark mode. There is a dark theme. I don't think I'm gonna like it. Nope. I hate it. It's terrible. The hell is this? Nope. That's better. Don't you start making Hogwarts Legacy mods? No, I won't. Don't. You have nothing to worry about, Hexaden. Nothing at all. I can promise you that I will not make a Hogwarts Legacy mod. All right. So we have melee attack is number one, which I do have a melee attack here. I'm making mine priority 6 because I'm going to. I want a lot of room to like add things. But what do we have here? So it has like a base damage of 8. I could fill in the damage later. Interesting how the damage appears to be in slot 1, so I don't see any other slots being used. So the slot that I like that. So that means that it can run and keep up with you and attack at the same time. Because for the AI, it's really just like a first come, first serve. So I kind of like that. We're going to copy that over. Slot 1 seems like it'd be a good slot. You have 8 slots, but I think it's 0 through 7. It's kind of like that. Yeah, proceeds to make a wizard mod. Yeah, because hey, I'm slithering all the way according to that stupid little test. So maybe I want some cool sunglasses in the game, right? I kind of like this. So the minimum and maximum cooldowns, I should probably mimic. what this is here. Uh, the damage player at, we're going to want to swap these two absolutely. The attack duration of 500. Yeah, so we are going to want to mimic this. Animation, the speed of the animation, I'm probably going to slow down a little bit. It is pretty fast. Like it looks potent, but it's got to drag a little. I want the damage to be like towards the point of impact. Moobot, really? Come on, Moobot. What are you doing here? I'm going to get rid of the second melee attack. I thought giving it like another melee attack would be good, but since this is on its own global cooldown, I don't really have to worry about that. I bet the next thing is going to be Seek. Yeah. So Seek, animation, run, leap at target, true. With no leap animation, that's kind of... That would work for a four-legged thing. Doesn't really work for something that's standing up, right? On two legs, bipedal, right? So I'm not going to be able to use this Seek entity. We will have our special ability. I'm going to call it Crushing Blow for now. This is going to be designed to stun you and knock you back, and it's going to laugh at you when it does Stunning Blow. So I'll give you a preview. Like when it attacks, there, I'll pull up the sounds here. I hope you'll be able to hear them. So I don't know if anyone really heard that. I'll try and bump it up a little. So it's going to be like the force of impact, right? There's going to be a melee attack too, which again, it's another sound file. But when it actually does Crushing Blow, it's going to do that. So yeah, it's going to laugh at you. You're going to hate these things. You're going to hate them. The attack, though, it's going to be crushing damage. In case that matters for any armor that I make, I'm trying to think in the future, right? So like I could intercept something and say if it's crushing damage, then take the damage that the actual float damage number, and then modify it by whatever, like reduce it by 1.5 or 1.25, whatever I decide to do, thinking of the future. But yeah, and it's going to be every 6 to 12 seconds. It's going to try and do a crushing blow to you. The good news is that it's going to stand still when it tries to do crushing blow. Seek entity. We need a good seek entity right here. So let's take a look at what the wolf does. Because again, the wolf's pretty good. The movement speed, coincidentally, it's the same. Minimum cooldown and maximum cooldown. I don't think I want either of those. Yeah, I don't think I want either of those. The seeking range should be probably, I'll give it 12. The spiders need to be able to see you from further away because in their AI, the first thing they try to do before rushing you is to web you. So you won't even know you're really aggroed until you hear wah, 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 and you may be encased in web at that point. And then they do their sounds and they start charging after you. These things aren't going to have anything like that. I'm not sure if I'm even going to give them a ranged attack yet. I was thinking of like a bone toss, but I mean, come on. Spiders have range. These things I'll make like more melee based. Trying to eat your biscuits. So the seek range of 12, I think, is going to be pretty good. We may want to make it 10. Yeah, 10 may be better. The animation, it's going to be just the stand walk, which is the filler. These things will crawl on the ground as well. That's going to be more animations that I have to do. So some of them could be like crawling towards you and, trying to get you that way. But I think 10 is pretty solid, especially with how ferocious these things are going to be. You know what? Fuck it, 12. You like how I'm talking myself into something? Yeah, that's right. Nah, fuck it. They're not gonna have a jump. I'm gonna get rid of all of that, right? because let's just focus on how it feels when they aggro you and they run towards you. What kind of... Yeah, we'll do the idle one. No, we'll do... Yeah, we'll do idle one for the sound. I'll probably end up changing this. I want something to where we can hear that it's trying to trigger a run. Good God, that animation speed is fucking fierce. All right, let's reload. .446. So I got 14 minutes. Reason why I have to get off is because I'm gonna have to put in the order for food. Hey, jerk face. Oh man, there are two of them. This could be bad. If I fix their brains, this could be bad. Oh shit. So interesting how... Oh, come on, really? Asshole. So the AI is a little different here. These things need to actually pursue me more. So a seeking range. Let's take a look what else we have here. There's a leap chance. So seeking looks like below temperature seeking range. So the wolves actually see you from much further away when it's colder. I don't really need to put anything like that. It doesn't make sense. Leaping. Oh, we have a saturation thing that I don't think I have here. Where is it? Seek. Yeah, I don't have saturation. I could put in saturation. I think that may actually help because I want it to take a little bit of a breather. Hey, Techhead, how's it going? Yeah, because since I got to keep in mind that right now there's like two brains working at the same time with these slots. So slot one is the default, and that's going to be, just trying to close the gap, its idle stuff, maybe its special ability. And then you're going to have the other brain that's going to... Here, we'll come over here and just summon a new one. Boop. So, right, it looks around, it seeks. See, it's aggressive damage on. It's not trying to seek me anymore. So it's like, this may have some kind of weird cooldown. In which case, I probably want to bring back the... that could be why I had my logic before, having such a quick cooldown, so it keeps trying to sprint after you. So I'm going to grab that again. Boop, boop. It's one of these. Here it is. Minimum cooldown, maximum cooldown. That way it may wait a moment, but I want it to just kind of charge right back in. Boop. Think saturation only works when the creature kills another creature. I wasn't sure if that's how it worked. I thought it was more like when it's saturated, it has successfully completed. Who knows? You may be right. You may be right. All right. So it's trying to melee attack every once in a while here. I don't like this. I just got home. Nice. I think I'm going to put in a second pursue. think I'm going to put this in as well. Maybe I can make one of these, because it seems like this one doesn't trigger that often. I can make one of these like maybe a faster pursue, so maybe that would be its kind of sprint gap closing ability. Jumping, we're going to say false. I don't want any kind of jumping. These things aren't going to jump. Ad break. Those damn ads, right? I'm going to get rid of this. I don't like this whole slot one. All right, so let's save this, fireball the changes in, and reload. And it's over. Was it a good ad? Did it make you feel something? I hope it made you feel something. Oh, here we go. Hey, ugly. Okay, it's a little better now. It looks like I think things may go on cooldown. Maybe a little too frequently. Interesting. No, wait. Good ads on Twitch. It made me feel impatient. Right? Yeah, it sounds like the ad did its job then. That's exactly how I feel. Oh, whenever I see ads. Oh, if we look here, there's actually multiple Seek entities. There are 3 Seek entities for wolves. They don't run off of just one. I'm kind of curious now to see how these 3 Seek entities are going to play together. We're gonna pop them in. I'm gonna get rid of these. No, not yet. There we go. I'm gonna create some white space. I'm gonna pop these in. Ah, the formatting. I hate this. Maybe I should turn this back on to have it like auto format JSON files. It kind of sucks because like doing the auto formatting, it probably would fix this problem, but whenever I try to, it was really annoying when I tried to manually tweak the JSON files for the models, because it tries to space things out and be quote unquote helpful, and it ends up like ruining any changes that you try to make. So I turned it all off. I never realized how much I relied on just, copying and pasting things over and having it take care of me. Good news is I'm getting really good at fixing this crap. Now that I said that, I'm probably going to regret that. It looks so weird. All right, I think I got it. So these are going to be 3 different kinds of sprints. I'm going to get rid of this right here because we don't need it to really, I want it to just target players. The goal right now isn't to interact with other creatures, it's to interact with the person. This should be stand run. I'm going to put this in as a placeholder till I get a run animation. I don't know what I'm going to make the run animation look like. I'd like it to kind of lumber towards you. Let's reload. Boop. Fireball. Jinx himself. Who knows? Maybe with it pursuing this much, it would make sense to have a different AI for the the fisting that's about to happen. Yeah, what's up? Huh? Oh, that's why they made a slot 1. So the goal is this thing runs to you, right? Oh, the fisting. Yeah, right. There you go. Let's permit that. The fisting. When the fisting begins. I think so I kind of like that. If it works the way I think it's going to. So this thing is going to just stay on you and it's going to keep trying to pound you. Um yeah, I kind of like that. And that's how the wolves are. They continuously bite as they're chasing you. And the hyenas, I think, work the same way. So, see, so it could do two things at once now. So it should be able to chase me. Hi! Now it's not seeking at all. Come on, man! Ugh. Yeah, what's up now, huh? Yeah, see, oh, that it actually looked pretty good in the foot movement there. See, and I thought that's what the saturation is. Yeah, then you get close, and then it continuously tries again. And then it got close. Yep. It's better. It's better, but it's not quite good enough. Oh, shit. You know why it's not doing it? It's because I have the priorities scaled so low. If I bump those priorities up, it means that I can get rid of... I could probably get rid of this one here. All right, let's fireball this in. I don't have much time. I don't have much time! Yeah, because I just did a copy and paste of the core logic. I should have changed the priority. Honestly, I probably don't have to have such a range. Hey, buddy. Yeah. I love the, it seems like all the AI, as soon as you log in, there's some kind of like buffer to where they don't eat your biscuit right away, and then they gotta wake up. The fuck was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. It has a jump. So let's the animations. I'd rather have it walk weirdly at me. Stand walk is really what it is. It's not stand run. I don't have a stand run anymore, like right now. The running it was gonna be hard to do. I was gonna have it like run, but like kind of sprint like but it's a skeleton. Like you can't really do that. The jumping, this jerk bag is not gonna be able to jump. What the fuck is that? That's just another animation I would have to make. No, it's not gonna jump. Oh man, I gotta make a swimming animation for this thing. Where are you? Hate you. Brush your teeth. Holy shit. That was pretty good, actually. I don't like how predictable. You could pretty much do more of a range. Because I don't like that. So we will have it to where every... I'll give it 1 second. Every 1 second to... No, we're not going to... Here we go. I'll do a 750. So there's going to be a range between just like maybe 3/4 of a second to a minute or a second and a half. Snooze. That is my 5 o'clock alarm. All right, we're gonna fireball this in. I want to see what this is like. No swimming, only walking at the bottom like locusts, but without the wall climbing. So you'll be able to run these things in the water, and they'll just try to forever get you and not be able to get out of the water. I don't know. I got to figure it out. All right, ugly. Chop, chop. Come on. Ugh. I'll beat you with this book. Shit. See, that was a quicker one. So that's what I think that's what saturation is. When it lands an attack, it becomes saturated, in which case it no longer tries to pursue you. See, like it's pursuing me, it just hit me, and then it's back. So I think that's what saturation is. See, and I guess I'm far enough away to where it doesn't want to get me. It's looking around. So maybe I should have it to where it can see you from a little further away. This is kind of crazy, right? But if I hit it, put in aggressive damage, I could make use of the aggressive damage. Wait, it's just trying to get me. Holy shit. Laughing at me. Did you see the thing jump? All right, you're not going to be able to jump, buddy. Nope. I don't like, I kind of like to jump. I think the jump would be neat because it's not doing it that often, but it kind of changes up your positioning, right? Creates a mob. Ah, my creation. Hey, ugly. Right? Do you have an emotion state for saturated defined? I think I do, actually. I do in the spiders. No, actually, I don't. In the states, I do not have saturated defined here. Although it's not really defined here either, so it probably is making use of it just with whatever defaults that saturated. Oh no, you know what? Flee on damage. We do have saturated code right there. Interesting. I don't like the fact that the melee attack continuously happens when it's not close to the player. So I should give it a minimum distance, I'm thinking. I think it's just min dist. I'm using it somewhere else. Hold on. Let's look at my melee AI. Shoot. I did want to go. A couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. We're on a roll. Yeah, min dist is what I want. So I could set that. Or no, that's just a minimum distance, I think, to do an attack. Yeah, actually, yeah, because that would be... Really, it would be the maximum distance. Although no, because it should be pulling it out right now is for 2. As float 2, minimum vertical distance of 1. I just don't like it continuously swinging its fist like that. It's got to leave a little something. Jesus Christ, fucking hurt. Admin block. Ah, that's right. Healing me up. Just fucking laughing, jerk. Yeah, see, it's continuously doing it. Melee. Oh shit, look, melee attack and melee attack. It's using, I think it's trying to do it the old melee attack. I think I have it in here twice. Because there's the primary melee attack. This is the 6.0 in slot 1, and then this one is crushing blow. So it's trying to do crushing blow at the same time. That's not good. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to get rid of this slot 1 nonsense. Ow! Why does my alarm keep going off? 5 minutes again? Alright, we're going to snooze it. We'll fireball this in. Alright. So I think set a high min cooldown between punches should space it out. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're going to have to do that. You're ugly. No one's going to love you. There we go. Whoa. Fucking jump at me. So it just tried to do crushing blow there. but it shouldn't have done crushing blow because I wasn't close to it. I'll look in the code. It will probably be a little later. Yeah, I'll have to tweak this, but at least it's a lot better than it was. I like the sounds. I think I gotta bump the sounds, make them a little louder. They are kind of low, so I'll probably do that through Audacity later. I may live stream a little later tonight. I'm not sure. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long week, very long week. Been having to catch up on work because I was out because Baby Triangle had to have a surgery. So, last week it's like things keep coming in. It's been long. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, my week started last Wednesday, so it's been pretty much a long week from last Wednesday. Ugh, but yeah, it's been tough. And the little man, he doesn't understand, what happened to him or anything. He just he just wants daddy to hold him, right? So I'm sitting there at night just rocking him back and forth. All right. So yeah, I gotta go. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We are going to raid load claw slash wait exclamation raid. We're gonna do slash raid load claw. Make sure I spell it right. Bye, Vexus. Thank you so much again for the image for the book. I think it looks awesome. It's kind of weird how like in the GUI here it's like inverted. I don't know why, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for the stream. Hey, my pleasure. It's fun doing this kind of stuff. It's definitely fun. All right. Thank you everyone. It's 50-50. If I stream again tonight, we're going to be working on the AI, probably tweaking, doing some animations. We got to do an animation for being just idle. Like we got to make this thing feel more alive, more menacing. Similar to the spiders. They need to have their own logic walking around, but we'll get to it. It's a process, right? It's a process. All right, thank you. Have a great day.